It seems like 5 Seconds of Summer have finally succumbed to the mainstream after so long, after having such a good run, with this new single titled Easier that I feel like I can definitely get enough of. Hey, what's going on, guys? Zero here, backing up with another review, although today's review is a little bit different because I'm not doing an album review, but I'm instead doing a song review from, like I said before, 5 Seconds of Summer's relatively new and incredibly disappointing song titled Easier, which is supposed to be on their upcoming 4th album. This song was widely anticipated, and the teasers that they released for the song made this song seem so much more badass and intense than it really was, and there's just so much not to like about the song. So without any further ado, let's talk about the reasons why. Now, I know that 5 Seconds of Summer aren't gods in the lyrical department, and they never have been gods in the lyrical department, but goddamn, this song is just worst case scenario when it comes to no lyrical uniqueness whatsoever. This song is the typical love song that you get from 5 Seconds of Summer, because obviously that's the kind of song that they're known for writing, but this song is just told in such... The lyrics for the song are just so bland and unoriginal. They honestly feel like something off of Maroon 5's most recent album, Red Pill Blues, and that is not meant as a compliment, because I was not a big fan of Red Pill Blues, mainly just because of how freaking mainstream and standard, and it just lacked a lot of creativity, and that's exactly what this song lacks, is creativity, so that's why I feel like it could belong on a Maroon 5 album rather than a 5 Seconds of Summer album. Another big con I have with this album is how much that Luke tries to sound like Charlie Puth. Now, I'm not saying that Luke is a bad singer by any means, because he's not a bad singer by any means. Anybody who's a 5 Seconds of Summer fan or not knows that Luke is a terrific singer. But he tries so much to sound like Charlie Puth, and it makes this song feel really... It just makes this song feel really superficial and rather copied rather than just inspired. And you can tell he's just trying too hard to sound like Charlie Puth, and it really sucks, because you got those high vocals at the beginning that even Charlie Puth has always been known for, and while Luke can pull them off, just the fact that he's trying too hard to sound like Charlie Puth just makes me cringe a lot. Especially because I'm not a huge fan of Charlie Puth because of how much he tries to do with his vocals, and I feel like Luke does it better than Charlie, but even, I don't know, just something about, just something about it. Also, the style and sound of the song is just so flat and generic that it does not surprise me at all that it came onto the radio, because literally everything on the radio these days just has such a flat and generic sound, and that's exactly what the song has. It lacks the instruments that Five Sauce have always been known for, especially on their albums like Sounds Good Feels Good and their debut self-titled album. And while I do understand that artists go through sound changes, 5 Seconds of Summer, this sound is not meant for them at all. It's just so flat and generic. I really honestly, if it was if this song sounded anything like something on Youngblood, then I might actually like this song, because the sound could make up for the flat and generic standard lyrics, but this whole entire song is just so generic, and it really disappoints me, especially because I'm such a huge fan of the band. Also, another thing that doesn't help this song's case is the music video. In the music video, they look like they're having so much fun playing their instruments, yet literally all the instruments in the song are programmed, except for maybe the chorus. And that's actually, the chorus is really, well, not the chorus, but the pre-chorus is really the only thing I like about this song, because the vocals are actually pretty unique, and you get those gang vocals like you do that 5 Seconds of Summer have always been known for. And the vocal effects actually make it sound pretty cool and really solid, but that just can't make up for how boring and flat this song is. Like, halfway through the song, I actually paused it, ran upstairs to get a glass of orange juice, watched some TV, and then I went back to listening to the rest of the song, hoping that it might actually be good, but I guess I was just really thrown in for a loop, because this song isn't good at all. Now, I know that Luke isn't exactly copying Charlie Puth, because this song was written with Charlie Puth, but that doesn't mean he had to go out of every way just to try to sound like him, because I feel like especially Luke isn't really meant to reach that vocal range, because Luke is known for having a really low voice, and while I do appreciate that he was trying to try something new with his vocals, I just don't think he does it very well, because it's just not him, in my opinion. So yeah, disappointing song, 2 out of 5, let's hope the rest of the album's better. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, I'll see you guys in the next one.